Okay, guys, I wanted to make a video to hopefully help some of you out there be able to get on Rise of the Resistance. I was at the parks earlier today, and just like a lot of you guys, been looking at information from like Instagram or Facebook or even MySpace um, on how to get or the process to be able to go inside Rise of the Resistance. So what you're well, the only way to get in is even though they say that they have the the tickets to like if you don't have the app, there's there's no way you can get them uh, as of now because as soon as it hits 8 in the morning, the app opens up and then all the spots fill up like within 2 minutes. Excuse me. Some water. You guys can see I'm wearing my Star Wars shirt. I went to the parks today and hoping that I would get in, but my boarding group was like really high up. I think it was like 80. So I just walked around and hung out for a little bit and then I left. So uh, yeah, because in the app itself it tells you that anything over the boarding group of I think it's 75 or 80 that you're not guaranteed to even get on the ride at all. The ride breaks down so much that um, you'll do like maybe 10 groups if you're lucky. You'll see 10 groups go by and then you'll see it stuck. Like it'll say now boarding group like 12 to 18 or something. And then like you'll check your app like maybe 20 minutes later and then it still says 12 to 18, and then you'll check your app like an hour later and it'll still be stuck on 12 to 18. And at least on my app it wasn't showing as a ride closed. The whole time it was showing as ride open, and all those boarding groups were listed there. So I'm not sure if that's something on Disney's side or if it's just on my app, but from what I saw, uh, that's what it was showing. I got the map. The new map is here we go. You guys can see the Rise of the Resistance cover on it. Excuse me. And then even on here it says Disneyland app. I'll tell you how to get it. Most of you guys, if you're already an AP holder, you probably already have the app. But if not, that's something that you have to have to be able to get on the ride or be able to even get a boarding group or a chance at getting a boarding group. You need the app for sure. Everything inside is pretty much still the same. Except the Resistance Mickey there. And yeah, oh, I just ripped it. But it is showing Galaxy's Edge and it is showing Rise of the Resistance now. So the only difference is just that it's showing this little AT-AT. This is the one that has all the information that you want. I'll put it up on the screen as well. So it gives you instructions on how to download the app. But like I said, if you already have an AP pass, or if you're already like like somebody who's come to the parks a couple times, then you already know how to get the app. It's pretty simple. You just go onto the app store and then you just download it. Make sure that you do allow notifications, because that's something that the app is going to need to send you when it's about time for you to start boarding start heading to the ride, when it's your boarding group's turn. So you'll get a pop-up on your phone and be like, okay, it's your turn, start heading to the line. And that's very important, because if you miss it, then you're going to be screwed. So let's talk about the actual process. I learned a lot today by going to the park and going through the process. It doesn't matter how early you get to the park. You can get there like at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6, whatever time it was. I wasn't even gonna go to the parks today, but I got a phone call from work really early in the morning, and then I was already up, out and about, making phone calls. So I'm like, hey, I'm already up. Might as well just go to the park. I took a lift. I did not go through parking. So if that's something that you need to calculate your time for, then going through parking, waiting for the tram or the bus, and then going into the um, you know going on the trip down to the park, and then um, getting off and going through security and then waiting in line. Security is not a big deal. That's like something that takes you like 5-10 minutes. Um, 1 second. All right, so like I was saying, it doesn't matter how early you get there. Um, Most of the time, well, today they open up about 7:10, the turnstile. So they scan your ticket and you go in, and you're able to just wait, kind of hang out for an hour or so. Getting into the park, into the gate, it doesn't really take too long. Within 10-15 minutes you're in. I was about at the point where the monorail was at, but then um, that was like maybe 10 minutes for me to get through, and the whole line like got through by like 7:30, and it was a pretty decent line. It wasn't too long like the previous days. So what you do is you go into the park and you kind of hang out. You can't go past the what is it, the where they do the rope drop. You can't go past that into any of the lands. Everything's still closed. So you're pretty much hanging out on Main Street, like along that whole strip there. You're gonna see a bunch of people just hanging out, and everybody's just on their phone, like just waiting for the app. If you're a single day ticket person, make sure you link up your ticket to the app, because you're gonna need to be able to get on that on the app. If your ticket is not linked up, you're gonna be screwed, because there's no time. Like, you have seconds from the time it's 8 o'clock, and the app triggers that boarding to come on. You probably have 30 to 45 seconds before you start hearing people yelling and cheering and clapping and being all excited that they're on the boarding group. So um, so number one, doesn't matter how early you get there, you're still going to be able to get in, no matter what. Even if you get there like at 7:15 to the gate, maybe 7:30, you should be able to get in, no problem. um, Number two, make sure your tickets are linked to the app. If you're in a family, if you're in a group like of 2 or 3 people, the app only lets you join the boarding group in groups if those tickets are linked to your app. You can't go with a friend, and if he or she has their ticket on their app linked up, and you have your ticket on your app linked up, yeah, you're gonna have a very, very bad time. Most likely somebody's gonna end up getting like boarding group 20. Somebody's gonna end up getting boarding group like 89. It's just like fractions of a second, and then you're gonna be screwed. So what I was hearing people doing is, and I'm not sure if it worked because I didn't ask them after the fact that we got the boarding groups, is that they were unlinking their tickets from their app and then linking it to their family's app, or somebody else. Like, it was like a family of like 5, and then like the dad had his own app, the mom had their own app, and I think the mom had like the kids on there. So the dad, I think, had to unlink his annual pass and then link it up to the mom's annual pass, and then she can, once you join the boarding group, everybody who's been scanned in, then you'll be on the same boarding group, same scheduled entrance. So have the app ready, have it ready to go, maybe 5 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes before the 8 o'clock. everybody's on their phone just waiting, just like they're all antsy, waiting for it to like turn on. As soon as it hits 8 o'clock, you're gonna see that join boarding group button on your phone. You're gonna need to go to the Star Wars land, the Star Wars button, and then once you click on it, it's gonna say Rise of the Resistance, and it's gonna say more information, and you're gonna click on that. And then once you click on that, there's like two or three other buttons that you need to press on, like accept. It's gonna say like, are you sure you want to join the boarding group, or how many people? Not how many people, but it's gonna say join boarding group, and then it's gonna say confirm join boarding group, and then it's gonna say I think like you have just joined boarding group or something like that. But you need to like click on it, be like ready to, press the next screen and the next screen, because if you don't go through the whole thing, that like I probably lost 2 seconds between each screen, and the person next to me I think got boarding group like 35, and then I got boarding group 80. Just everybody's on there and everybody's like trying to hop on. So you hear people cheering, like, yeah, I got boarding, or they start clapping and being all excited and happy, and then you hear people like, oh no, it's closed, or there wasn't no space or anything like that, right? And as soon as it hits 8 o'clock, I saw a cast member put up that the sign that says all tickets to Rise of the Resistance have been given out, there's no more space for today, please come back another day, or something like that. But if you're there on vacation, if you're there for one day and you're like really wanting to get on, if you miss out, then that's it. You can't go back in. By 8:05, everybody was like, rope drop hits 8 o'clock, I believe. So everybody starts kind of funneling into the lands, and then like Main Street clears up. There's a bunch of people hanging around Main Street, and then it clears up, and then you can kind of roam and do whatever you want to do. You could leave the park and then come back. So you'll still be on that boarding group if you have a boarding group that was confirmed. If you were able to make it, if you were one of the lucky ones to get on the boarding group list, then you can go to California Adventure. You can even go home, leave the park property, and then come back when it's closer to your boarding group time. I believe you have 1 hour. Once it's your boarding group time, you have 1 hour to be able to come back and get in line. But you're not guaranteed to get on the ride if even if you have a boarding group. Right now it's about 12:30. No, it's about 1:30. It's about 1:30 p.m. and I left the park because I was boarding group 80, 82 or something like that. I was boarding group 80, but they were just on boarding group 21, I think. The ride has been down, or had been down. I think it's still down. It had been down for I want to say about 2 hours. They didn't start boarding people until like about 9:15, 9:20, and then your app is just gonna show like now boarding group, and it's gonna be blank. In about 9:15, then you're gonna start seeing boarding group 1 through 3 or something like that, and then you're gonna start increasing numbers 1 through 3, and then within an hour so it's gonna be 5 to 8 or something, and then the higher it goes, the if the ride goes smoothly and nothing breaks down, then you're gonna be lucky. It's gonna get through a lot of boarding groups through the day. But so far, the past couple of days that it's been open since Friday, it's been breaking down every I want to say every 2 hours or so. But do not do this. This one is a big no-no. This is a bonus one. Once you go into the this is like the Disney app. You're gonna click on there we go. You're gonna click on Rise of the Resistance. This is like the main screen. Click on Rise of the Resistance, and then you're gonna click on join boarding group down here. So as soon as you click on that, join boarding group, and then when you press it, oh, this is not going to be on until 8 a.m. As soon as it hits 8 a.m., it's going to light up like this one, and then you're able to press it, and then that's when you're in there. Don't. This is the kind of like the screen that you get once you are in there. See, I'm group 84, so it's gonna say join boarding group. That's like the previous screen if you already picked the other one at 8 a.m. And then what I was thinking of doing is just refreshing it, keep refreshing it until it pops up so I can click on it. But don't do that because it bugs out and it doesn't let you join the group. You have to kind of go in between pages. So you have to go down here and then you have to press the, where is it? Oh, you have to press the my status and then go back. Oh, come on. Go back, and then go to my status again until you see that my boarding group light up, because it doesn't just turn on. It just makes it like in between pages, then it refreshes, but you can't just refresh it and then it'll come on. That it's like a bug or something's wrong with it. And then once you do get in, then you're gonna go to my status, and you see how it says that it's open right now. It's always been saying it's open even when it was down, and then it's gonna tell you the boarding groups. So it's about 1:30. Yeah, it's about 1:30, and they're on boarding group 28 and 29. So, and then if you go to my status, it's gonna tell you which boarding group you are, and it's gonna give you like this little screen here that you're almost going or something like that, whatever it is. But yeah, don't refresh it, just switch in between pages, have everybody on your app, and then that should be it. It is a lot of luck based, just because of your just slow, a tad bit slow. You're gonna be boarding group like the high 60s, 80s. If you're over 100, yeah, good luck. I got 80, and then I just kind of hung out for a bit, and I saw it break down, and I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna go home. But that's it. Hopefully you guys, hopefully that helps. Hopefully you guys like the video, and if you guys want any more park tips and tricks, let me know. I can come to the park anytime and try to make a video for everybody. I'm trying to make park videos, more like Disney related stuff soon with this channel. So, stay tuned. Give the video a like, and subscribe if you haven't. And we'll see you guys around the parks. If you guys see me around, just be sure to say hi. And may the force be with you guys when you guys try to join that boarding group. Yeah. Alright guys. Bye.